Hello, gentlemen. If you have ED and feel like your size isn't what it used to be, there are 5 simple exercises that boost blood flow and firmness faster than you think. I'm talking about a 3-minute daily routine that targets the exact muscles and circulation patterns that make the biggest difference down there. No pills, no gadgets, just your body working the way it's supposed to. Hi there, I'm Dr. Sarah Hewitt, and welcome back to Beyond the Pill channel. I've been helping men over 50 reclaim their confidence and performance for over 15 years, and today I'm sharing something that most guys never learn: how to actually exercise the muscles that control your erections. These aren't just random movements. They're targeted exercises based on what we know about pelvic blood flow and tissue health. Here's what recent studies show us. Men who do pelvic floor exercises for just 12 weeks see a 40% improvement in erection quality. But here's the kicker. When you combine pelvic strengthening with circulation boosters and proper stretching, you're not just improving hardness, you're actually optimizing the conditions for better size appearance too. It's all about blood retention and muscle control. We're going to cover 5 specific exercises today: Kegels for the foundation, jelqing for blood flow, pelvic tilts for alignment, squats for power, and safe stretching for flexibility. Each one takes about 30-45 seconds, so your total time investment is just 3 minutes a day. At the end, I'll give you a simple natural drink recipe that enhances blood flow before you do these exercises. Here's your quick proof that this works. Men with stronger pelvic floor muscles can maintain erections 60% longer than those with weak pelvic floors. When you strengthen these muscles, you're literally building a better foundation for everything that happens during arousal. It's like upgrading the engine in your car. Everything runs better. Before we dive in, drop a comment and let me know your first name and what city you're watching from. I love connecting with you guys, and it helps me know what topics to cover next. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're building a community of men who refuse to accept that's just how it is when it comes to their health. All right, let's start with exercise number 1, the foundation of everything we're going to build. Let's talk about the exercise that's going to change everything for you: Kegels. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doc, isn't that something women do? Wrong. This is the most important exercise any man can learn, especially if you want stronger, longer-lasting erections. Your pelvic floor muscles are like the foundation of a house. If they're weak, everything else crumbles. Here's what's happening down there that you probably don't know about. You have a group of muscles called the bulbocavernosus and ischiocavernosus muscles. These bad boys wrap around the base of your penis, and they're responsible for trapping blood during an erection. When they're strong, they squeeze tight and keep you hard. When they're weak, blood leaks out and you lose your erection. It's that simple. The crazy part is that most men have never consciously used these muscles in their entire lives. You've been walking around with a Ferrari engine, but you've never learned how to drive it properly. Studies show that men who do Kegels regularly can increase their erection hardness by up to 40% in just 6 weeks. That's not magic. That's muscle training. So how do you find these muscles? Next time you're urinating, try to stop the flow midstream without using your hands. Feel that squeeze? That's your pelvic floor contracting. You can also imagine you're trying to lift your testicles up toward your belly button. Don't worry if it feels weird at first. You're activating muscles that have been sleeping for decades. Here's your basic Kegel routine. Contract those muscles for 3 seconds, then relax for 3 seconds. That's 1 rep. Start with 10 reps, 3 times a day. The beauty is, you can do these anywhere: watching TV, driving, sitting at your desk. Nobody knows you're doing them, but your partner will definitely notice the results. Now here's the advanced version that really makes a difference. Once you've mastered the basic squeeze, try this. Contract for 1 second, relax for 1 second, then do a longer 10-second hold. This trains both the fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. The fast ones help you get hard quickly, the slow ones help you stay hard longer. You want both working for you. The mistake most guys make is squeezing too hard too fast and burning out. Think of it like going to the gym. You wouldn't try to bench press 300 pounds on your first day. Start gentle, focus on control, and gradually increase the intensity. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you'll start feeling the difference. Within 6 weeks, your partner will be asking what you've been doing differently. All right, let's talk about jelqing, the exercise that's been around for centuries, but most men are doing completely wrong. This isn't some internet myth. It's a legitimate technique for improving blood flow and tissue health when done properly. Think of it as physical therapy for your penis, focusing on circulation and flexibility rather than unrealistic size promises. First, let's get the science straight. Jelqing works by gently stretching penile tissues and encouraging blood flow through the corpora cavernosa. Those are the 2 chambers that fill with blood during an erection. When you do this consistently and safely, you're essentially giving your penis a cardiovascular workout. Better circulation means better erections, and healthier tissue means better sensitivity. The key word here is gently. I've seen too many guys injure themselves because they think more pressure equals better results. That's like thinking you can build muscle faster by lifting weights that are too heavy. You'll just hurt yourself. The goal is controlled, consistent pressure that promotes blood flow without causing damage or scar tissue. Here's the proper technique. Start with a warm washcloth on your penis for 2 to 3 minutes to increase blood flow. You want to be about 50 to 70% erect, not fully hard, not completely soft. Make an OK sign with your thumb and index finger and place it at the very base of your penis. Apply gentle pressure and slowly slide toward the head, taking about 3 to 4 seconds for the full stroke. The pressure should feel like a firm handshake, not a death grip. You're encouraging blood to move forward through the tissues, not trying to squeeze the life out of anything. When you reach just below the head, release and repeat with the other hand. Do this for about 5-10 strokes to start, and you can gradually work up to 20-30 strokes over several weeks. Timing is everything with this exercise. Never do it when you're fully erect. That's asking for injury. Never do it when you're completely flaccid either. There needs to be some blood in the tissues for the technique to work. And always use some kind of lubrication. Dry jelqing is a recipe for skin irritation and potential injury. Here's what you should feel: a gentle stretching sensation and increased warmth from improved blood flow. Here's what you should never feel: pain, sharp sensations, or any kind of numbness. If you experience any of those, stop immediately. This exercise should feel like a gentle massage, not a wrestling match. Remember, we're building better circulation and tissue health, not trying to perform miracles overnight. Here's something most men never connect. Your posture is directly affecting your erection quality. I'm talking about how you sit, how you stand, and especially how your pelvis is positioned throughout the day. Poor pelvic alignment creates tension in all the wrong places and restricts blood flow to exactly where you need it most. Think about how you've been sitting for the last few hours. Slouched forward, pelvis tucked under, shoulders rounded. That position is literally choking off circulation to your pelvic region. Your hip flexors get tight, your glutes get weak, and your pelvic floor muscles can't function properly. It's like trying to run a marathon while wearing a belt that's 3 sizes too small. Pelvic tilts are the antidote to our modern sitting epidemic. This exercise teaches your pelvis how to move properly again, releases tension in your hip flexors, and creates space for optimal blood flow. When your pelvis is in the right position, everything downstream works better. Circulation, nerve function, even hormone production gets a boost. Here's how to do it right. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Place one hand on your chest, one on your lower belly. Now, gently tilt your pelvis so that your lower back flattens against the floor. You should feel your tailbone curl slightly upward and your lower abs engage. Hold this position for 5 seconds, then return to neutral. The magic happens in that gentle tilting motion. You're not trying to force anything or create extreme movement. Think of it like you're gently tucking your tailbone under and drawing your belly button toward your spine. This activates your deep core muscles and teaches your pelvis to find its optimal position for blood flow and nerve function. Now here's the standing version that you can do anywhere. Stand with your back against a wall, feet about 6 inches away from the wall. Gently press your lower back into the wall by tilting your pelvis forward. You should feel a gentle stretch in your hip flexors and activation in your lower abs. Hold for 10 seconds, then relax. This is perfect for breaking up long periods of sitting. The real game changer is when you start incorporating this pelvic awareness into your daily life. When you're sitting, think about keeping that gentle posterior tilt. When you're standing, imagine a string pulling your tailbone down toward the floor. This isn't about perfect posture all the time. It's about giving your pelvic region the space and alignment it needs to function optimally. Do 10-15 pelvic tilts daily, and within a week you'll notice better circulation and less tension in your entire pelvic area. Let's talk about the exercise that's going to supercharge your entire lower body circulation and give your testosterone a natural boost. Squats. Most guys think squats are just for building leg muscle, but here's what they don't know. Squats are one of the most powerful exercises for improving blood flow to your pelvic region and naturally increasing the hormones that drive your sex drive. Here's the connection most men miss. Your legs contain some of the largest muscle groups in your body. When you work these muscles intensely, you're forcing your heart to pump more blood through your entire lower body. That increased circulation doesn't just stay in your quads and glutes. It flows through your entire pelvic region, feeding the tissues that matter most for erection quality. But there's more. Squats are what we call a compound movement. They work multiple large muscle groups at once. This type of exercise has been shown to increase testosterone production more than any other type of training. We're talking about a 15-20% boost in testosterone levels when you do squats regularly. Higher testosterone means stronger libido, better erections, and more energy overall. Here's how to do them properly for maximum benefit. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Keep your chest up and your core engaged. Lower yourself down as if you're sitting back into an invisible chair, keeping your weight on your heels. Go down until your thighs are parallel to the floor, then drive through your heels to stand back up. The key is controlling the movement both ways. Take 2 to 3 seconds to lower down, pause for a second at the bottom, then take 2 seconds to come back up. This controlled tempo maximizes the muscle activation and really gets your blood pumping. Don't just bounce up and down, make every rep count. Start with bodyweight squats and focus on perfect form. If you can't do a full squat yet, that's okay. Squat down as far as you comfortably can and gradually work deeper. You can even hold onto a door frame or chair for balance while you're learning the movement. The goal is progression, not perfection on day 1. Here's your daily routine. Start with 10 squats, focusing on form over speed. As you get stronger, work up to 15, then 20. The beauty is that squats take less than a minute to complete, but the circulation and hormone benefits last for hours. Do them first thing in the morning to kickstart your metabolism and blood flow, or do them before any intimate time to prime your system. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you'll notice stronger legs, better circulation, and a definite boost in your overall energy and drive. Now we're getting to the exercise that most men are curious about but afraid to ask about: safe penis stretching. This isn't about chasing unrealistic expectations or falling for internet scams. This is about maintaining tissue flexibility, improving circulation, and optimizing what you're naturally working with. Think of it as mobility work for one of the most important parts of your body. Here's what happens as we age that nobody talks about. The tissues in your penis can lose flexibility just like any other part of your body. The tunica albuginea, that's the tough outer layer of your erectile chambers, can become less elastic over time. When tissues lose flexibility, they can't expand as fully during erections. Gentle stretching helps maintain that elasticity and can even improve it. The science behind this is solid. Controlled traction has been used in medical settings for decades to treat conditions like Peyronie's disease. We are not talking about extreme stretching or dangerous devices. We're talking about gentle, consistent tension that encourages healthy tissue adaptation. The key is understanding the difference between therapeutic stretching and harmful pulling. Here's the safe technique. Start with a warm washcloth for 2 to 3 minutes to increase blood flow and tissue pliability. Make sure you're completely flaccid. Never attempt stretching when you're even partially erect. Grip just below the head with a firm but gentle hold, using your thumb and first 2 fingers. The pressure should be firm enough to maintain grip, but gentle enough that it's comfortable. Now, gently pull straight out from your body, creating a mild stretching sensation. Hold this position for 15-20 seconds. You should feel a gentle stretch along the shaft, similar to stretching any other muscle. If you feel pain, sharp sensations, or numbness, you're pulling too hard. This should never be uncomfortable. Think gentle yoga stretch, not aggressive pulling. Repeat this stretch in different directions. Straight out, slightly up, slightly down, and to each side. Each direction targets different aspects of the tissue and helps maintain overall flexibility. The entire routine should take about 2 to 3 minutes total. Consistency is more important than intensity. Gentle daily stretching beats aggressive weekly sessions every time. Here's what you should expect: improved tissue flexibility, better blood flow, and potentially some improvement in flaccid length over time. What you shouldn't expect: dramatic overnight changes or unrealistic size gains. This is about optimizing your natural anatomy and maintaining healthy tissue function. Some men notice improvements in erection quality within a few weeks because better tissue flexibility allows for better blood expansion. Remember, we're working with your body's natural capacity, not trying to fight against it. All right, here's the secret weapon that's going to amplify everything we just talked about. A simple drink that primes your circulation before you do these exercises. I call it the pre-workout boost, and it combines 3 natural ingredients that have been scientifically proven to enhance blood flow. The best part? You probably have most of these ingredients in your kitchen right now. We're talking about pomegranate juice, dark chocolate, and a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper. Now, before you think this sounds weird, let me explain the science. Pomegranate juice is packed with nitrates, which your body converts to nitric oxide, the same compound that Viagra helps your body produce. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids that relax blood vessels and improve circulation. Cayenne pepper has capsaicin, which opens up blood vessels and gets your circulation moving. Here's the recipe. Take 4 ounces of pure pomegranate juice, not the sugary cocktail stuff, but 100% pomegranate juice. Add 1 teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder or melt a small square of dark chocolate, 70% cacao or higher, into it. Then add just a tiny pinch of cayenne pepper. We're talking about 1/8 teaspoon or less. Mix it all together and drink it about 15-20 minutes before you do your exercise routine. The timing matters because you want these compounds circulating in your system when you start moving blood around with your exercises. The nitrates from the pomegranate start working within 15 minutes. The chocolate compounds help relax your blood vessels, and the cayenne gives everything a gentle boost. It's like giving your circulatory system a warm-up before the main event. Now, let's be realistic about expectations. This isn't a magic potion that's going to transform everything overnight. What it does is optimize your body's natural circulation response, making your exercises more effective. Some guys notice a warming sensation and better blood flow within 30 minutes. Others feel more energized and notice better exercise performance. The key is consistency. This works best when you use it regularly, not just once in a while. A few important notes. If you're on blood pressure medication, check with your doctor before adding cayenne to your routine. If you're diabetic, watch the natural sugars in pomegranate juice and maybe dilute it with water. And if you don't like the taste, you can substitute the cocoa powder with a piece of dark chocolate melted in warm water. The goal is to get these circulation-boosting compounds into your system in a way that works for your taste and health situation. The beauty of this approach is that you're working with your body's natural systems instead of against them. You're giving your circulation the nutrients it needs to function optimally. then following up with exercises that put those nutrients to work. It's a 1-2 punch that maximizes your results while keeping everything completely natural and safe. Before we wrap up, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I'm constantly sharing new strategies to help men over 50 reclaim their confidence and performance naturally. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 5 exercises you're most excited to try, and don't forget to share this video with any friends who might benefit from this information. Here's what we covered today. Kegels for building that crucial pelvic floor foundation, jelqing for improved blood flow and tissue health, pelvic tilts to fix the posture problems that kill circulation, squats for lower body power and testosterone boost, and safe stretching for optimal tissue flexibility. Combined with that pre-workout circulation drink, you've got a complete 3-minute daily routine that addresses erection quality from every angle. The key is consistency. These exercises work when you do them regularly, not just when you remember. Start with just 1 or 2 exercises if 5 feels overwhelming, and gradually build up your routine. Most men start seeing improvements in circulation and energy within 2 to 3 weeks, with more significant changes in erection quality showing up around the 4 to 6 week mark. Remember, we're working with your body's natural systems, not fighting against them. Always remember, the truth goes beyond the pill.